This is the Newzchain podcast, and today we are counting down our top 7 most inspirational questions from our recent episode.
How did you come up with the whole pitch? Right? Was it in regards to these coming startups, or was it something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Mehul answer
Okay,
this.
so you just would like to know that why we came up with this idea of this the Clueless Company, right, Axel? Okay. So
Yeah.
what happens that, as I said, that when we met in a previous organization, what we were doing is Mansi was heading this marketing department. Okay, I was heading this sales department, and earlier I was taking care of the customer service department. So like I started a customer service, then I moved to sales, and then Mansi was in this into marketing, right? And just during this COVID time, if you look at it from that point, the SaaS has boomed like anything, because everyone realized that what if something like this will happen in the future. If we have a cloud solution, right, then we do not have to worry about data. Even if happens that we can do our work there, right? And our company had a cloud based product, so we were not having any problem. Like, we were still working, we are still getting customers, we are onboarding, and all the kind of thing we are doing. And that's exactly what we realized, that was our we work for this. So I worked in that company for 14 years. Mansi has worked there for a good amount of the 7-8 years there already. So our experience lie in this B2B SaaS business already, right? And we knew that this is coming. In fact, during that we were quite active on social media because we did not have anything to do. So we were seeing, especially that we got active on Twitter, and Twitter has that community of tech savvy people and tax experts. And we found that okay, most of the people now building that cloud-based solution. Okay, now, and one more thing, what we figured it out is that most of them are the builders. It means like they are developers, right? And they are great at building it, like indie hackers, right? That will be the word we always use. But then we see that they are very fast at building what they are doing. But then they will also need a people who can help them in terms of marketing, sales, and customer service part. And that's what exactly we thought, and that's what our expertise experience in that. So we thought to leverage
Yeah.
the same thing and to start offering, as a RevOps consultancy to, kind of a clueless entrepreneurs who are, clueless about marketing, sales, and support side of it. And that's exactly, we decided to start the Clueless Company offering these
Uh-huh.
services to them.
I'm kind of curious on who's your current competitor, and when you were starting, did you have an idea that what if we get into this lane, these people or these established companies are gonna be in direct competition to us?
Yep, Mehul, nothing. Over to you.
Okay, so in terms of competition, we have to look at it in couple of ways, right? So I think when we are talking about in terms of competition, if it is a service, right, there are so many people offering that. It's like very hardly which you can differentiate yourself on that, right? There are so many companies who are offering this RevOps services, especially outside India. In India, if you even search this term called RevOps, even Google, if you Google it, sometimes Google asks that, like, did you mean DevOps? Because everyone is used to that. So in India, this term is very, very new. So what we are doing is, at least for for our India, it's like we are doing that kind of awareness in the audience that okay, this RevOps is there, why you need that, what is the importance of that. Right now, slowly, people get to know about it. Now, that is, even if someone in our network, they hear the word RevOps something, they are going to remember us, because it's most of the people who heard about this term or this terminology from us only, Ansi, or myself, or the. So for India it is good. So still now there are RevOps specials and everything, but they are helping individual company. Not as so far in India, we just found couple of these companies who are offering that. There are a company called or I would say the Rev partner is there. There are certain more, I don't recall this name right now. Maybe Mansi will be able to add that. But what people say is, the customer work with us say is that as we are very focused on this B2B SaaS only. We are working with those customers only because that's what our whole experience is also, right? So combined, we have over 23 years of experience into that. So that gets things added to that. That's one of the, I would say this, our strong hold there. The expertise which we have, we are just focusing on this B2B, the SaaS only. And why many companies can't do the RevOps part is because it requires marketing, sales, and customer service expertise is there. That's where we fall in. When most of the even you look at in India or globally, most of our offering just a market. There's a marketing agencies, so they can just stop there and market for sales, but they can't do that. Here we Mansi and we both are complementing each other, right? So it's very easier for us to take care of that, right? So that's why I do that. So far it's like there is things for everyone, but what we are focusing is there are very few who are just focusing on that, and that's where the things are helping us in that way, and things are going up to then. Good to see that now people are taking interest, would like to learn more about RevOps. They would like to go through this part, and we are educating certain people and guiding on that. Okay, you can even do that because it's like knowledge is that we keep sharing it. It's for everyone. Yeah.
Yep.
So how did you look put that conviction ahead? What, we are here, TCC is here. We'll help you learn how to build your own revenue. We'll help you how to operate in that sector.
So basically, what we did is that we positioned ourselves in a way that while you're building your product, great, you're great at building a product, but are you at that great at building your operations? Might be not. Let us handle it, something like that. So while you are good at building a product, let us come in the picture to build your operations. So, and when it comes to operations, that is where the maximum revenue leakage happens, because where is the revenue leakage going to happen? That is not going to happen in product development part, right? Because it's just going to be a tech stack which is going to work how you are going to make it work. But the operational part is going to include everything from sales, marketing, customer support. It is going to have customers to deal with, and if customers are not going to be happy with that fact, you're going to you're going to have dissatisfied customers. You're going to have billing errors. You're going to have inaccurate data to work on. Your marketing campaigns are not going to be targeted well enough, and that's how revenue leakage is going to happen. And it's not just these limited issues. There are a lot of other aspects where revenue leakages can happen. So what we did was that we identified this one loophole. Another loophole is that, okay, and there are different smaller aspects as well, that okay, while you're running let's say you are running email campaigns as a brand, are they giving enough opens? If they are not, maybe you're not targeting the right people. That is where also the revenue leakages happen because you're not targeting the right people. So whatever you are doing is just going into waste. Why do you want to do it? Your efforts are going in waste. Your time is going in waste. And what even I hate that word waste because your money is going into waste. And so there are so many different, it's like, you're pinching that nerve. It's like, hitting that nail in the coffin, which does not do well with entrepreneurs who want results. Eventually, everybody wants the result. The bottom line is that we want to improve the bottom line.
I see.
That's that, and we talked about that bottom line constantly. We still do and there are different aspects as well. When it comes to marketing, there are different funnels: top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. So depending on the regions of entrepreneurs that we talk with, depending on industries as well that we talk with, depending on the mindset of the entrepreneur that we talk with, we change our pitch as well. That's how usually that we do it.
How are you acting on using this community building and network building? As I heard in one of the previous answers that you had clients from 8 different countries, right? At one point, how do you plan on taking it ahead? Like, what's the next goal in terms of like geography? Where are you heading to next? Which countries, which region are you focusing on?
Yeah, Mehul, I think, are you going to answer? I thought you were going to
No,
answer,
no,
so I
let
did
me
not.
take it on. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
Sorry? Okay. Yeah, so actually, right now the target is US and Canada, and we also want to touch base Australia for now. That is something there. We have also have entered the ninth country recently with PCC, so that's that.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So community building in the sense has helped us a lot in terms of brand building and positioning. Like how if you ask that if anybody mentions Clueless anywhere on the internet now, we are remembered and we are tagged. That is how we have positioned ourselves and we are our website is visited in the and like there was a time when organic social was our top channel for website visits. Obviously, I have turned the tables now, and organic search is at the top right now. And yeah, I'm glad about that because I had promised Mehul that someday, like I promised myself as well that someday I'm going to change and organic search would be at the top, and I did it. And like it's like
How did you guys come around the funding part? Because that can be tricky, right? You both are professionals. I'm pretty sure you had your savings. So have you been bootstrapping it since the very beginning, or did you reach out to an investor in the early stages itself?
Uh, Okay, so basically we
Mehul.
started with the bootstrap only, right? The very first thing is we are into the service business. Okay, so there's we do not require a lot of money, right? Only thing required is I will say start with you need a computer, okay, internet connectivity, phone, and a place where you can sit. That's it, right? And you can start, and of course headphone or the place where you can talk, right? So that's the
Yeah.
only thing is required. So funding was not a problem, but the main challenge was that when we started the Clueless company, that there's also story behind it. I'm not sure if I tell or not, but I started alone. Right, Mansi did not join me. In fact, we both left the organization at the same time. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but then Mansi did not join me. Like for 3 months, I was still convincing her to join me, join me, join me. It will be good. She did not. But she was part of the
Yeah.
TCC from day zero, day minus, I would say, because she's the one she set up website, social media, and everything for that, right? She did not join. I started as a solopreneur and launched on 10th September 2021 on a Ganesh Chaturthi, and just after a 1 week she messaged me that I think I'm going to join you now, right? So this was the kind of a little story about what has this thing happened. So when we started, it was purely bootstrap with our own funding, and as I said, we did not require much, so it was we did not have to think much on that part, right? But this good part is that we in this journey in this 2.5 years, right? We once we participate in 100x VC, right? They did have this funding thing going on for the woman entrepreneur. So we applied for that. So this is this very beneficial for a startup if you have a woman entrepreneur, right? You can participate in all kind of funding rounds, right? Including woman led
Yeah.
this startup as well, right? So we did participate. We were not going to get a funding out because we know that we have to understand that in a service business it's not easy to get funding because service business is not scalable like a product. So we were knowing that, but we were just going to get that experience, what's happening, and all that kind of thing to learn the things, right? We made a pitch deck. Nancy made a whole pitch deck on that. We did that, they like this pitch deck, but that's the thing, they clearly say that this is not for you, and we understand. But it was a whole lot of new experience. But few people from our personal network, they reach out to the okay, like that I want to make an investment. Let me know, like if you guys want to get a money. But we knew that we did not want that, right? That money, because it's kind of, as we always say, the start of the company is like our baby, right? And if you take a funding, you have to give a part of it. And at least at
Yeah.
this stage, we were not ready. Still we are not ready to do that. Maybe when we have a product, then maybe we'll think something. But yeah, that was not. But good part is that we some people already reach out to us for that some right. So last time someone reached out to us for 500K dollar, as a valuation. Someone say that okay, like I'm ready to invest in that. That of course that did not go through further, but still someone say that. But we said okay, no, we don't want to go for that. Yeah, so that's it. So whole our all money we pump in, like sweat basically.
People don't realize it, and most of the times that's like students coming out of their just out of their education, right? And they were being
Exactly.
sustained by their parents in the first place, and then they're just continuing to do so for a couple of years till that backing happens. It's very much difficult for
Exactly.
someone who has these kind of responsibilities, and I can like in my own way I can relate to that. But again, at the other side, you both were coming with a beautiful experience of 14 years or so, right? Which is very crucial, and that's what wants me to, makes me want to ask you, like, how did that play a role in the early stage acquisition of new customers? Was it your network? Was it just sole experience to get build a new network, build new connections? How did that?
Mehul
Okay.
is going to answer this.
So the thing
Yeah.
is, like, we were very fortunate or lucky enough that we had our very first customer even before launching TCC. So we launched this TCC on 10 September 2021, and we had our first customer on 14 August 2021. And that was because we started billing TCC in public, right? We realized because we were active on a Twitter, and that people were billing, billing in public, billing in public. We literally, people were doing that for product. We took an approach where we did it for the service industry, where we started doing this thing on Twitter and LinkedIn both. We were doing everything. Okay, like we decided the name of the company. Now the logo is in process, logo is ready, right? If I, let's say, if we literally did that, like if we get 100 likes in next 24 hours, we will reveal the logo. Right. And literally, one, I think 2 hours was left, and that was over 100, 200 likes already. Like people were so supporting on that, right? So we were sharing all those journey for that, and out that network only someone reach out to that, okay, we are looking for someone who can help us in sales. As I say that like Mansi was not so looking, I was providing sales and support kind of consultancy initially. So someone reached out to me that okay, this is what we need to have, and that person got ready with this, and we got a payment. I was so excited that so this is what is happened, and since then like we have never looked back. And this good thing is so far we haven't spent even a single money from our pocket in terms of paid ads. All the customers so far, we have a 30 so far we work with 32 customer in 8 different countries, and all were organic in terms of so either is social media or through our website, because SEO is our strongest this part, and services also through word of mouth, networking, and all that kind of thing. And so far it is what is happening, right? Still we did not reach to the level where we have to reach out that okay, like these are also, of course we are now trying, we are learning on that front as well on a day-to-day basis how to do that, how people are doing that. We are started little bit of it, but yeah, because we want to experience that as well. But so far, yeah, this is the thing about the customers which we enroll and whatever is happening.
What is the final goal? Like, I don't want to do the cliche question, where do you see TCC in 5 or 10 years? But yeah, still that question. Where is it going? Where do you see yourself?
Okay, yeah, so
Mehul.
end goal is that we would like to be a product company. That's the end goal. And with this product company, of course, we would like to be a unicorn. That's the ultimate goal. But in order to achieve that, we are doing a lot of things with TCC also. We recently finalized something which we haven't shared with anyone, and of course we would like to keep it secret for now, but we have finalized something else on top of TCC that will change a lot of things for us as well, and for a lot many people. Of course we are not changing anything in terms of business, we are going to stick with that only. But yeah, we are soon coming up with something else, of course in service industry only. and then down the line we are coming up with a product for sure. Nothing is finalized, but that is, as you asked, that's the end goal: product company and be unicorn. That's the ultimate goal.